Hi, a very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, spending your time with us tonight. Okay, welcome to the Decoding Market Events. Where are the risks and opportunities webinar? Okay, first let me introduce myself. First, I'm Dexter. I'm a dealer representative in Berjaya Securities. So today, I will be sharing with you guys what are the events happens in the last year fourth quarters, and how does all this event uh, impact some of the sectors in the way of positive and negative. Okay, so before I start, I would like to do a disclaimer first. Okay, so later on, all the companies mentioned and the point I shares later on is just my personal opinions. Okay, and it's just for informational and educational purposes only. Okay, inside there do not have any buy and sell recommendation. Yeah, okay, and investment have risk. If you after you heard what I share with you and you really want to trade with these counters, okay, so please do your own research, or you can ask your own dealer or reminder before doing any of the trades. Okay, so bear in mind that investment have risk. Okay, any investment may incur losses. Okay, please take responsibility for your own money. Yeah. Okay, so last year quarter four actually there is a lot of things happens. But today I will just highlight some of it. Okay, some I think is quite important one. Okay, the first one is the Brent oil price dropping. Actually, last year fourth quarter we can see that the Brent price actually has dropped quite a lot. Okay, from $66 per barrel drop to $60 per barrels. Okay, the second thing I know a lot of people have is more will notice this is that our ringgit actually is quite strong. Okay, quite strong in the fourth quarter and even until right now. Okay, especially against US dollar, and in the fourth quarter, for ringgits, was against US dollars is traded nearly around 4 ringgit per dollar. Okay, then for December also a holiday season. Okay, where the Christmas and holidays happenings, a lot of people has been traveling, taking their leave to travel around. Okay, and then the fourth one is the metal price. It's really go crazy during the fourth quarters. A lot, not just gold, but silver, tin, and copper is spiking as well. Okay, so first we look at the chart. This is what just how I have mentioned. It's the Brent price. Okay, in last year fourth quarter, you can see that at the beginning of the quarter four, you can see that the Brent price actually is traded nearly $66 per barrel, and all the way dropped to the lowest point around actually below $60 per barrels. Okay, it's a quite lot drop, almost 11.27%. Yeah. Then the second is that our ringgit. Okay, so we can see that we are dropping, we are strengthening. Okay, from around 4 ringgit 22 cents like that, drop all the way to nearly to 4 lah, 403 like that, strengthens around 4.52%. Okay, so with the Brent oil is dropping, and then our ringgit is strengthening with together with the holiday seasons. Actually, there is one companies that quite benefited from all these factors. Is that AirX? AirX is an aviation services company. He provides aviation services to Asian people. Okay, a lot of people know because of their cost is actually quite cheap. Okay, compared to other aviation companies. Okay, so if you look at the previous quarter in their cost structures, okay, over here you can see that actually the aircraft fuel expenses stood around 48% to their total cost. So dropping in the Brent oil actually help them to save out their costs, especially their fuel expenses. And then the other thing is that Brent oil actually is priced in US dollar, so strengthening is in US, strengthening in ringgit actually also save out their costs, which they can using lesser ringgit to buy the same amount of the Brent crude oil. Okay, this actually help them to save out a lot. If we look at previous historical data, okay, like how they perform during the Brent oil is weakening. Okay, you see in third quarters, 2024 third quarters, you can see that the Brent oil actually is dropping also quite a lot from 88 dollar per barrel, drop all the way to around 70 dollar per barrels. Okay, and during that time, our ringgit also quite strong. Okay, you can see it's dropped almost like 60 cent. Okay, then based on this two, you look at how what are the results that released during this quarter is that you can see in the third quarter of 2024 their revenues also quite strong, or this is because they're having a higher sales of ticket, of course. But if you take notice of this, their net profits actually spike up quite a lot, okay, from around 4.8 millions all the way to 121.6 millions. So this is actually due to the strengthenings of a US, strengthenings of a Malaysia ringgit against US dollar, and then also the battle of the fuel pricing, causing them save a lot in their costs and causing they have such a wide net profit compared to this other season. Okay, beside of that, in their liabilities, okay, in their balance sheets, we can also see that actually they have quite a lot of their debt, okay, are actually borrow in US dollar. Okay, you can see around here in 2024 previous quarter they show it's around 1.3 billions ringgit there. After they convert back to US dollar, convert back to Malaysia ringgit. So strengthening is in our ringgit actually also help them to save quite a lot of their money they used to pay back their leasing liabilities. Okay. Then in Bernamo news, they also reports that December is actually a most demanding operational month for them. Okay, for Malaysia airports. Okay, you can see this is because of the Christmas and New Year's festival happenings, and there is more than 1 million of passengers were processed. Okay, over just a single 3 day stretch. Okay, so you can see that. They are demanding for in their aviation services is quite peak during holiday seasons, especially December, and also the weakening in the Brent oil and strengthening our Malaysia ringgit actually is quite benefited for their next in their fourth quarter of 2025 lah. So the chances for them to release outstanding quarter report will be high, okay, for AIX. Okay, if we look at the technical wise, we are seeing actually these few days after they spike out quite high, we can see that they're having a pullback nearly to all the way to 1 ringgit 99 cents. Today closings is 1 ringgit 99 cents. Okay, it tested the support level around 1 ringgit and 96. Okay, so we can see that during the pullback, their volume actually is getting lower and lower, suggesting that actually the selling pressure is getting weaker already. And today, after they're supported around 1 ringgit 69, you can see all the way the price, the buying interest quite strong. Okay, especially before the closing. Okay, before the market closing, quite strong and push up the price back to 1 ringgit 99 cents. Okay, and then so if you yet to accumulate, this is quite a good opportunities to accumulate some, okay, during this. Okay, and then for the next resistance for them will be around 2 ringgit 18 cent to 2 ringgit 33 cents. Okay, and then if the share price drop below 1 ringgit 86 cents, do consider to cut loss here. Okay, and then okay, except for AX, there are actually some of consumer companies, consumer sectors companies also will be benefited uh, from the strengthenings in our ringgit, okay, and also the holiday season. Okay, the first one will be Mr. DIY because December is the holiday seasons where people will buy a lot of a deco, okay, from Mr. DIY, Christmas, New Year, all this. So December usually quite helpful for them to boost their sales, okay, and for Mr. DIY, most of their products or their products is imported from China. Okay, so strengthening in ringgit actually is also quite them to save out their costs. Okay, when they buy from China suppliers and sell in Malaysia. Cool. So actually it will help to improve their net profits in the coming in their coming gonna to release their quarter results soon. Then for 99 speed mark, in December actually is the deadline for the My Sara last year given by governments. Okay, so for those who yet to use will be government will take back the money, okay, from from your My Sara account. Okay, so a lot of people actually rushing during December time to spend all of their money inside their My Sara account. So I believe this would also help them to save up to boost their sales. Okay, then during seasonal also that we were also seeing 99 speed mark sales will be quite boost because of the food and beverage purchase. You know, a lot of people buying snacks, all this and that from 99 speed mark. So actually it's quite helpful to speed up to boost up their sales during the holiday season. Okay, so this is about consumer. Okay, then the third one is for the metal price surge. Okay, so in fourth quarter 2025, you can see that in the chart actually is quite a lot of a metal price also spiking. You can see the gold spike around 18% just solely on the fourth quarter. Silver's around 70%, aluminum 11%, and tin, okay, around 24.33%. So actually it's a quite huge movements, quite fluctuate during the fourth quarter. Okay, but there's too many of metal. We will just pick two, aluminium and tin, to specifically talk about it. Okay, so for aluminium, there actually is one company is related to aluminium, which is Press Metal. Okay, so Press Metals are actually doing business in smelting, refinery, extrusions for aluminium products. Okay, so their business is heavily on smelting, which stood around 27.7%. So it's above, almost above half of their business already. Okay, so for smelting, whenever the metal price spiking, especially aluminum spiking, will actually help to improve their revenue. Okay, so if we look back to what happens in previous quarter, okay, aluminum price also surged up around 7%. Okay, in third quarter this year, last year. So for their revenue, you can see that slight drop, but their net profits is actually get improved quite a lot. And you can see here they mentioned in the commentary that because of their higher realized metal price and lower material costs, okay, because they of course P metal they will store some of their so-called the aluminium before process. Okay, so whenever they buy this in a lower price and there's melt in, they melt it and become upstream products and sell to other people's. The selling product actually is fluctuate based on the current market price. This is why help to improve their net profits. They are using previous purchase time, okay, and sell it on the current market price, which is much higher price. So this is why I'm seeing that for this quarter, press metal price net profit will be improved quite a lot because of a strong spiking in aluminum price. Okay, beside that, beside that, in precious metals debt structures, okay, they actually have quite a lot of foreign debt, okay, but most of the debt are actually in US dollar against, like what I said, strengthening in ringgit will actually help them to save a lot of their costs in repaying all this debt. Okay, so it's quite helpful for them. Okay, so especially in this USD debt lah, they could save quite a lot. Okay, so in this coming quarter, we will also expect that for their quarter result will be have much improved in their net profits margins compared to the last quarter. Okay, so in technical wise, we can see that currently today's is closing at around support levels. Okay, 1 ringgit. Oh, there's a typo here. Supposed to be 7 ringgit 51 cent for the first support. Okay, the second support we will look at this level 7 ringgit and 33 cents. Okay, if the price is really dropping below, okay, 6 ringgit 99 cent will be a bit dangerous, and the trend is break. Currently it's moving in the uptrend, but if it's break below 7 ringgit or 6 ringgit 99 cents, will be overall be downtrend quite bearish already. So you might really have to consider to cut it if the price really drop below. Okay, and if for the resistance will be 7 ringgit 83 cents to 8 ringgit. Okay, okay, the next one will be MSC. Okay, MSC will related to the tin price. Okay, for the company business segment, actually they are more into tin mining, and the second will be their tin smelting lah. Okay, so let's have a look on previous quarter how they're doing. In the tin price, we can see they're also rising. Okay, not much, but there's, you can see is a uptrend there. Okay, see the tin price is actually rising slowly. Okay, and you look at the previous one. Okay, they're having the first is a higher revenue. You can see they are also improved slightly on their net profits. They're mentioned in commentary that is due to the higher sales quantity and also a higher average tin price per metric tons. Okay, so with expecting spiking in the metal price, in the tin price, okay, would also quite improve for their net profits. Okay, but for technical wise, unfortunately for MSC, recently they have shown, can see quite clear that it's a double top. Okay, it's a double top, and today is break below the neckline already. Okay, so the next support for MSC will be in 1 ringgit 68 cents. Okay, the second support will be 1 ringgit 56. If the share price really break below 1 ringgit 48 cents, you have to consider to cut it. Okay, and reasoning why the movement will be so is because the metal price, especially on last Fridays, you can see it's a quite strong pullback in all the metal price. All this pullback actually uh, impacted in their share price because a lot of traders they trade like press metal and also MSC, okay, according to the metal price. So whenever there are relative metal price moving, we will see a lot of trader will be in and buy interest will be strong. But recently a weak perform in all this metal price, we are seeing the dropping and pullback and causing this double top in their charts. Okay, so if you really want to trade on this, please be careful on this because we have to respect for this patterns. Okay, so please be cautious when you're trading MSC. All right. Okay. So for this is that's it from all the beneficiaries in the quarter four, and next I would like to share some of sectors that will be negatively impacted by the event I have mentioned earlier. Okay. So the first one is our technology companies. Okay, so for technology companies, a lot of Malaysia tech companies are actually helping their we are actually helping mostly client from US to do offsets, testing, all this. Okay, so after we done, then they will export back to the US side. So of course, all their products will be priced in US dollar. Okay, so with the so strong appreciation in our Malaysia ringgit, we're actually causing all these tech company may suffer from huge forex losses. Okay, so if you have technology counters, please take this in mind and be careful. Okay, you can see recently for tech also quite weak performs in the past few weeks. Okay, so be careful on that. Okay, the second will be a glove counter because a lot of we are exporting glove to the entire global. Okay, so the most currency they are using in is in USD as well. So this is whenever the ringgit strengthenings, they will cause them suffer in the losses. We can see their revenues, okay, convert back to Malaysia will be quite low. Not to say quite low lah, will be discount quite a lot. Okay, because of ringgit strengthening. Okay, and the third one, and also the last one, is construction sectors. Okay, if you do really pay attentions on the news, their reports on, I think it's last year December. Okay, actually, this government they have put more strict rules on transportations, which mean lorry cannot carry too heavies their on their steel or this, so actually it's causing the transportation cost for the construction company is rising because things when they can settle in maybe like 3 times. Okay, but now they have to, because of the restrictions, so they have to maybe increase to 5 times to deliver all their cements, bricks, all this. Okay, then spiking in the in the metal price actually is also causing the cost pressure on them because there are quite a lot steel or copper they are using in construction site. Okay, so this actually also increase their costs. Okay, but if the companies have the price accelerations clause in this inside their contracts with their clients, this actually can be avoided, okay, or likely to be avoided from their the cost pressure. But those constructions companies that without the price oscillations clause or that cannot pass their cost or additional costs to their clients, then they have to pay up for that cost. So this actually causing them will be narrowing their profits in the construction sites after they complete the whole projects, or even causing them overrunning their costs and making them have suffer from some losses in their projects. Okay, I believe this is also why we see recently construction sectors performing quite weak. Okay, you see Gamuda, uh, Suncon, Holding, all these construction companies, their share price has been sliding quite heavy. Okay, I believe it's because of the market is reacting on the ahead of the quarter result releasing. Okay, so right now we have come to the Q&A sessions. Okay, if you have any questions you want to ask, feel free to drop it in the comment sections and I will answer it later on. Okay, but before that, while we're waiting for the questions, let me do some ads first. Okay, if you are yet to be our clients, okay, feel free to scan the below QR code. Okay, and for our clients, actually, we will provide some of the guidance daily, okay, to our clients, like what happenings on the previous last night US performance and how does it affect on today Malaysian market and what are some of the sectors or the fund flow are doing during that day, and some of the sectors our clients can take note, okay, or where this is where the opportunity will emerge. And we will also sharing some of the opportunity that which we think uh, is a good opportunity for clients to make money. Okay, we will also be sharing in the group. Okay, but this group can be uh, joined if you are our clients. Okay, if you really want to join our this group, feel free to scan the QR code. Okay, and PM me, hey Dexter, would like to join the group. Then I will guide you through how actually you can join our group. Okay, if you have any question, also can scan this QR code and personal message me on that. I will answer it accordingly lah. Okay. Okay, so that's it from what I will be shared tonight. Okay, let's see, is there any questions on our side? Okay, if there is no questions, then I will mark the end of our sessions. Okay, thank you so much for you guys to joining us, and I will see you in our next webinar. Thank you so much and see you. Bye.